Thanks, everyone. Continue with Coach Blashill. Please let us know if you'd like to ask a question. Thanks, Bolton.
Obviously, the first stretch of schedule was intense for you guys, but how did you kind of manage it, especially with the guys who haven't played an NHL schedule yet so far?
That's part of the learning process, and honestly, it's just part of when you have, we certainly have some veteran players, but we have a lot of young players playing key roles, and guys that haven't been through the NHL schedule. To me, the most unique thing about the NHL, probably more than anything else, is the schedule. And when you're in the American League, you still play lots of games, but it's not anywhere near the every other day that you face in the NHL, and especially the stretch we've been in. Certainly, the Swedish Hockey League wouldn't compare in terms of the relentless nature of it. And so it's just something you got to learn and go through. We tried to manage our energy through days off. And as I've talked lots about, the downside of that is you don't practice and you lose your structure. And I can see that. I don't necessarily regret the days off because we had to have the energy, but I think it kind of re-enlightens us to how important those practice days are, and when we get them, let's make the most of it. But other than that, we've got a whole team in place to work on recovery, and there's a whole bunch of processes that we go through for recovery. I think our group does a really good job of that. And then just, learning how to prepare yourself the best you can in those times you're not at the rink.
How did you kind of see it show up in their play? I mean, I know that in the preseason, that's probably the closest comparison.
Yeah, I think I thought our whole team kind of petered out a little bit as it went along, and certainly our young players would have been in that mix. I think one of the most important things you have to do in the NHL is learning how to play when you're tired and when you don't have your legs, and how to play smart. And I think that it helps some of our young players. Certainly, a guy like Sider and a guy like Raymond are both smart players, so they can help manage it. But it's hard to be dynamic when you don't have your legs. You just kind of find ways to try to equal shifts instead of really attack. So it's just part of the learning process.
And then did you have kind of a broader message? I know sometimes you'll talk to them on the ice about something really quick, like a broader message, kind of resetting here out of that road trip.
Well, we're in a new segment. I think every segment is a chance to attack and succeed within that segment. That's what we do it for. And so we're in a new segment here. So let's focus on this game, one of the segment.
Thanks. Yep. That's it for us this morning. Thanks, everyone.